Hello there everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to talk about Game of Thrones Season 2. Obviously today I'm going to give you my review slash thoughts about this season. So obviously Game of Thrones Season 2 is the second season of Game of Thrones. It consists of 10 episodes. It premiered with The North Remembers on April the 1st, 2012 on HBO, and it concluded with Valar Morghulis on June the 3rd, 2012, right? It is based on The Clash of Kings, the second novel of Song of Ice and Fire by George-R.R. Martin. The thing is, the last episode is really interesting, and the second last one too, but they have difficult names, man. Valar Morghulis, dude, I won't pronounce that again. Anyhow, so like I said, it has 10 episodes, and obviously began with The North Remembers. Obviously it tied back to the finale of season 1, which was really cool, and the runtime of this entire season is 542 minutes. So there we go, and it was brought to home video on the 19th of February 2013. The writers were David Benioff, D.B. Weiss, Brian Cogman, Vanessa Taylor, and George-R.R. Martin. Directed by Ellen Taylor, Alex Shakurov, David Petrarca, I think, David Nutter, and Niall Marshall as well. So there we go. It began production on on the 25th of July 2011 and ended in the 12th of December 2011 as well. So there we go. The second season of HBO's smash hit, Emmy Award-winning Best Drama Series Game of Thrones, an epic story of duplicity and treachery, nobility and honor, conquest and triumph as well. Season 2 spans several months on a world where the seasons last for years at a time. The Seven Kingdoms are at war, with the King of the North, Robb Stark, fighting to win independence for his people and those of the Riverlands. Robb decides that he must win the allegiance of the fiercely independent Ironborn to his cause, and sends his best friend Theon Greyjoy to treat with his father, who is hatching plans of his own. Meanwhile, Joffrey Baratheon holds the Iron Throne with the backing of the powerful House Lannister, but his uncle Renly has also claimed the throne with the support of House Tyrell, whose armies are much larger than the ones from the Lannisters. As they struggle for the throne, Tyrone Lannister arrives in King's Landing to take matters in hand, only to face opposition from his scheming sister Cersei, now the Queen Regent. However, there is another faction entering the picture. Stannis Baratheon, Robert's younger brother and Renly's older brother, has also claimed the Iron Throne, a proven battle commander and veteran of several wars. Stannis is known to be utterly without mercy to his enemies and will do what is right, even if it destroys him. Advising him is Melisandre, an enigmatic priestess from the east who believes Stannis is meant for a greater destiny, and Sir Davos Seaworth, an honest and honourable man uneasy with the shifts in power at Stannis' court. Far to the east, Daenerys Targaryen has hatched the only 3 dragons in the world. Eventually they will grow into terrifying monsters capable of destroying cities at her command. But for now they are still hatchlings and vulnerable. Very, very, very true. With her Khalasar gone, Daenerys and her small band of followers must find a way across forbidden wastelands and find new allies to support her claim to the Iron Throne. In the distant north, the Night's Watch has mounted an expedition beyond the wall, searching for missing rangers and investigating rumors of wildlings gathering in the mountains. For Jon Snow, this will be a rite of passage, as he is asked to make difficult choices for the Ram and for himself. So there we go. And anyway, it's very interesting because there are multiple storylines going on, right? With obviously some of these stories taking place in Qarth, in the Red Waste, and obviously also King's Landing, also Harrenhal, Winterfell, and also the Fist of the First Man, which is obviously beyond the wall. Really interesting place, but you know, there are essentially 3 houses who want to win the Iron Throne and actually want to rule over the Iron Throne. So there you go. Alright, 10 episodes. Let's talk about them. The North remembers. Obviously, that's the first one. The second one is The Night lands. Third one is What is That May Never Die. The fourth one is Garden of Bones. The fifth one is The Ghost of Harrenhal. The sixth one is The Old Gods and the New. Seventh one, A Man Without Honor. The eighth one, The Prince of Winterfell. The ninth one, Blackwater. And the tenth one, Valor Margulis. So there we go. We have Peter Dinklage as Tyrone Lannister, one of my favorite characters in the series. He just has this charm to him. He can command the room with a few phrases and sentences, and they will obviously listen to him as well. Lena Headey as Cersei Lannister as well. We have Jaime Lannister as well in 4 episodes. He doesn't really do a lot, but obviously in the last 2 episodes he's actually freed by one of the guards there, or one of the, I guess, the female knight, but more on her later on. You have Catelyn Stark, right? The mother of obviously the Stark children, Daenerys Targaryen as well. Obviously planning to scheming a plan to take off the Iron Throne as well. Peter Baelish, a very interesting character. Obviously Peter Baelish, aka Littlefinger, he's really interesting. I really like his accent. I'm not quite sure where he's from exactly, like the actor, but he has a certain way of speaking which I really admire. So there we go. We have Jon Snow, obviously Kit Harington, but he's most of the time he's just with Ygritte, right? And Ygritte, I love her to bits, man. I love her to bits, obviously. And yeah, she's really nice with Jon Snow, a great pairing. We also have Tywin Lannister, obviously Charles Dance, such a menacing force, and obviously gets joined by Arya Stark as well for a couple of episodes in Harrenhal. So obviously Arya is like his cleanup for him and stuff like that, or a wine cup bearer, I believe that's what it's called. Yeah. So there we go. We have Davis Seaworth. So there we go. Bran Stark, Robb Stark, Sansa Stark, Arya Stark as well. Theon Greyjoy, man, such a dick in this season. Dude, I'm not a big fan of Theon Greyjoy, and nobody is, but they write him in such a way that we can't really have mercy for him. So when he dies eventually, people will be happy, I suppose, but some people will also be sad because obviously he betrayed his friend Robb Stark, right? And he just joins his father, the Greyjoys, in their battle to take over King's Landing, right? So there we go. We have Samuel Torley also in the last scene of the second season. He's very important. He obviously sees the White Walkers, and the White Walkers are like zombified ice creatures. I love him. I love them. Like their design is so terrifying, and I'm a big fan of Lego Legends of Chima. And in that series, we also have like ice hunters, which are I suppose zombified, saber-toothed tigers and mammoths, so that kind of reminded me of that. So there we go. We have Joffrey Baratheon. He is an asshole and a big one. Obviously in the second last episode, he tries to fight with his army, but he just, his mother, so Cersei, doesn't want him there. He wants him to be, she wants him to be safe, so she takes him back into the castle. And Joffrey, when he dies, I'm going to be very happy, but the writers do it perfectly, where you have like, you kind of sympathize for him because he wants to rule the kingdoms with like great honor and great might, but that doesn't work out because he's just a kid, and he's kind of like a teen essentially. So there we go. We have Stannis Baratheon as well. Melisandre, I'm not quite sure. She has red hair, kind of dig her, but she doesn't really do a lot in the season. So there we go. We have Marjorie Tyrell as well. So there we go. We have Bronn, Varys, and Shay. So there we go. She is like the wife, I suppose, of Peter Dinklage's character. So there we go. We also have Hodor and obviously his kind of team, right, with Bran Stark, I believe. Yeah, as well. So there we go. And they kind of flee from Greyjoy and obviously Winterfell. So there we go. And Ygritte, I love Rose Leslie as Ygritte, and she obviously, like I said, is paired off with Jon Snow, which in real life is actually, or became actually, her husband, which is really nice. Obviously meeting people on set and marrying them in real life, it's really cool. And Ygritte, I love her charisma that she has towards Jon Snow. So there we go. And obviously, one last appearance is Jason Momoa as Drogo. So there we go. At the, I think, the last episode as well. So there we go. Obviously, filming of season 2 again took place in Northern Ireland on location and on the Paint Hall studio facility in Belfast. Additional filming for the Night's Watch storyline took place in Iceland. Malta was not used for filming in season 2, with the city of Dubrovnik in Croatia standing in for King's Landing instead, and used for the new location of Quarth. The production considered filming in Spain but ultimately preferred Croatia for budgetary reasons. So a scene was cut from The Old Gods and the New, which would have depicted the theft of the dragons from Xaros Palace and would have shown the death of Iri. So there you go. HBO has released production featurettes through the Making of Game of Thrones website. So there you go. Kat Taylor took over writing responsibility for the site from Brian Cogman for the second season. Obviously, season 2 of Game of Thrones was released on DVD and Blu-ray in the United States on the 19th of February 2013. So there we go. Obviously, the season generally follows the second novel, A Clash of Kings, and also consists of scenes based on the third novel, A Storm of Swords, as well. So yes, really interesting. There are a lot of different things going on for season 3. Like Joffrey has a new wife. I really also dig that lady. She looks beautiful, man. Holy shit. I mean, come on, guys. Westeros is filled with amazing women, and some of the main male characters can agree with that. So there you go. But yeah, Joffrey has a new queen. Sansa is probably free, or maybe, runs away from King's Landing. Obviously the Ice Walkers are coming, right? So there we go. And yeah, the Starks are also on the run. So there you go. And the Greyjoys need to be, stopped as well. So yeah, a lot of going on and a lot of different things. Obviously, Blackwater, the 9th episode, was filled with action and good war tactics, I suppose, because obviously there are two houses trying to get the Iron Throne. And obviously, I think, what's her name again? Bran of Tarth? No. I'm messing up names here. I'm really bad with names. My bad. But obviously, the female knight, which takes Jaime Lannister to, I think his family to King's Landing, is obviously a related distant relative from obviously Duncan the Tall, which is obviously the main character of A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, which is really interesting because it's really cool that obviously Game of Thrones series connect in a way. But I love Duncan. He's kind of like yeah, he's Duncan. I love Duncan from A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, and the way he actually plays his part in the world of Game of Thrones will have a huge impact on Game of Thrones. There are stories of Duncan the Tall and Aegon Targaryen, which obviously are said in the Game of Thrones series already. So I'm currently on season 2, and some of the people, obviously some of the persons here in Game of Thrones have already talked about Aegon Targaryen, one of the greatest kings, and obviously it's really nice to hear these stories, and I can't bloody wait to see where this will go in season 3 of Game of Thrones. Obviously, I'm watching it in 2026. Yes, I actually finally watched the second season, and yeah, I think season 3 is the one that I've seen a couple of bits from, a long time ago. So there you go. Can't wait to see where that will go, because I still remember that obviously Peter Dinklage's character was like scarred up, and now he's scarred up as well from the battle. So there we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will check you later. Goodbye, everyone. Or should I say, winter is coming. Bye bye, everyone.
Your Stark's gone.
And how do you feel about that?